Hi, Mike Stott here, your president-elect of the Cherokee Association of Realtors. And I promise in future videos I'll get some more people in here with me and you won't be bored by me. This is your video on your March 2023 education. We got a lot to cover today, including I wanted to make you aware that we are leaders, educators, and advocates, and the Cherokee Association of Realtors members serve our communities, protect private property rights, and elevate our profession. I am so proud to be part of a board that works so hard for its members. So far this year, we've been to several meetings. We've been to Savannah for the state association. We've been to the economic development community. You can see Becky and Diana there. We've been right in with the brand down at the state capitol, and your board and some members were at the state capitol just last week, looking at the bills that are coming around, and we are working hard to do the things that we said on the first slide. One of the things at the Economic Development Council meeting, there were some things I thought I should bring to your attention and some reasons to love Cherokee County. We're in a prime location where metro meets the mountains. I love that phrase. We have great geography, beautiful climate, we got abundant water, and we have great people. So far, Cherokee County has built thriving cities. It's a small town rural feel. There's a quality of life. We have world-class public safety. We have great schools. We have a strong economy. We have a solid tax base and low taxes, and we have cooperative leadership. Some of the things that I found interesting were the Cherokee Schools. We have over 42,000 students. There's a 90% teacher retention rate, and we have a 92.3% graduation rate. And we have many alternatives towards going to college. There's alternative training for trades, agriculture, and cybersecurity. In fact, I believe last year they had 6 Cherokee graduates from high school with their cybersecurity certificate that started salaries at like $120,000 a year. That's exciting. We're very strong financially. They reduced the millage rate. They've done debt repayment. The schools have repaid a 20-year bond 11 years early. They're doing lots of things right with our schools. And I've had students here. I love the school system. When we're talking about some of the challenges we're facing is managing residential development as a county has been a big challenge. They want to preserve the life in Cherokee County, and they want to keep quality and home ownership rates high while also providing alternative housing for families earning less than $60,000 a year. This is a challenge, as we know, as real estate agents, and we're working hard to get a seat at the table so that our voice will be heard as to what some possible solutions are. We're looking to get onto this coalition, and they're talking about land banking and ADUs. I think it's going to, this is me personally, going to require some zoning changes and some regulation changes on what can be built. We do have 119 miles of state road, 1,281 miles of county roads. Now, I'm a numbers geek, so I found this very interesting. But this slide here, the Cherokee County, and I'll show you where to get these reports. We have the lowest taxes per capita in the Atlanta area. Lowest, and about the lowest expenditures, and we have the second lowest long-term debt per capita. Our greatest risks, and I apologize, these are screenshots of a presentation, and some of them are fuzzier than they should be, is they see the greatest risks as keeping the roads up with growth, balancing the tax base and recruiting good jobs, managing residential growth to keep Cherokee the treasure it is, and providing housing for moderate income families. It's nice to see that other industries and other people are seeing housing as a major opportunity, risk, or threat. Median income in Cherokee County, second highest at $96,000 per year. Again, I'll show you how to get these slides. When we were at the Days at the Dome, we had the Chamber of Commerce speak and economic development. Just Georgia is booming all across for states across the country. Georgia has for 9 years been ranked as the best state for business. We've created 137,000 new jobs, 51 billion in real GPD growth. We're number 1 in the Southeast for venture capital. We're number 2 for the average weekly wage growth. We're the 3rd lowest unemployment. We're the 3rd GDP growth. and we 94% year over year increase in economic activity. Some of the other Chamber of Commerce thoughts, and these are just in no particular order or value, use them or don't, share them with your clients or don't. But we need to create 25,000 businesses a year in Georgia for the next 10 years to keep up with the growth. We're going to need to fill in 400,000 more jobs. We're expecting the GDP to grow by another 189 billion, 70% of that in rural Georgia. This was a new phrase to me. Curbification is our local communities were not made to have the number of heavy trucks from the economy trucks and the shopping trucks and everything else bringing us foods and goods. We're not built for that sort of traffic. It could become an issue moving forward. We do have a robust and innovative economy. There's lots of diverse businesses. They're seeing in the state that the next generation Latinas and African American women are going to be leading the growth of these new businesses. Both of those are undersourced currently. The Zoomer generation, first time I had heard that term, is the least risk-taking and resilient generation on record. High schools need to start teaching entrepreneurship. We need to develop our workforce. There's three job openings for every person looking right now. They expect this to continue for the next decade. There are smaller college and high school classes due to fewer babies being born. And by 2030, pretty much all the baby boomers are going to be retired. That's going to create 2 million more jobs needed due to baby boomers retiring. Here's what's interesting. When I was growing up, almost everybody had a after school job or a summer job. Only 30% of high schoolers today have a summer job. Only 17% work after school, and 42% graduate with no AP credits towards college work or anything. We need, according to the Chamber of Commerce, some career readiness training in high school. We can't find workers, and there's nowhere for them to live. The Chamber of Commerce says we need to release the regulations and allow vinyl siding to be built rather than, all brick. Allow houses to be built on slabs, more density, adult dwelling units, that sort of thing. We need to drive this point home to our legislatures. By the way, if any of you know a legislator personally and have a good relationship with them, I'd love to know that. And they are currently tracking 376 bills. Here's some statistics again for Cherokee County. We can see that the price is, again, median price appreciation dropped a little, but we're still up year over year. So far this year, we've dropped about 1.47%. The Cherokee County number of sales in February, we only did 251 sales. Of note, as I'm doing this 3 days after the close of the month, there may be another couple of days. So if you do this search later in the month, people may be reporting their sales. That's one of the limits of using the multiple listing service to get my statistics. And again, I like to use a chart when I'm presenting to clients that shows, over the last 14 months or so, we are still up year over year. If we look at the median sales price at $425 compared to $401 in February of 2022, we're still up, 4, 5, 6%. But if we look at our peak from, in May or June of 460, 465, we are down, fairly significantly. Also notice the days on market are going up and the numbers sold have dropped fairly a lot. Now, with the interest rates going back up about 7, I'm not real hopeful that the number of sales are going to increase a lot, especially when you look at that we have very, very low inventory historically. So how do you sell this with your buyers? People are still going to buy and sell this year. We're still going to have more than 4 million sales, which is 8 million sides, maybe as much as 10 million sides this year. And I know most of us would be happy with 12, 20, 50, or even 100 of them out of the 10 million possible sales. So don't be gloomy. Don't be afraid. You got to give people the information they need so that they can make their own best decisions. So with sellers, hey, look, if this trend is that the market is flattened or it will be declining with the interest rate, the next home that sells is going to make the most money. When you look at these numbers, the increased days on market, the decreasing number of sales, and a tight supply, demand is going to drop. And fortunately, our supply is so low that prices haven't dropped dramatically. but the picture is looking like if you're going to sell anytime in the next few years, sell now. Now, how do we talk about buyers? Well, buyers, they don't have a whole lot of inventory to choose from. The interest rates are high. They have to have a solid reason to be buying for several years, not buying for future appreciation. So, chat with your broker, chat with your other realtors, chat with your board of directors, find out what else you might be able to say. We are really thrilled to serve you on the Cherokee Association of Realtors. You'll find the web links if you want to find the Georgia Chamber of Commerce. They have a red book. If you want to see the Cherokee Council, you can check that. The schools presentation there and the Cherokee slowing, how they've done that. These are things that you might want to look at for more detail. And again, if you have any questions, I'm Mike Stott. I'm your president-elect. Feel free to give me a call at 678-232-0927. And thank all of you who did call me last month or send me an email and let me know how much you appreciated this. Share this with all the realtors you know, and share this with the people that are in real estate that aren't members of our board. Let's get them to join our board. Thanks.